Hello there and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Daphne. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm just giving you a sneak peek to what you're going to be seeing in today's video. I did all of my spring 2025 decorating on Daphne's indoor living. I am going to be sharing the complete process of all of the rooms that I decorated for spring 25 here on this channel in a complete long marathon video. So I hope that you enjoy today's video. Here's an overview of how the living room is looking, coming out of winter and going into early spring. The room is so warm and cozy. We added in beautiful accents to be able to accentuate our large brown sectional. During the winter season, I really tried to play up on balancing the dark mocha color of our sofa and just balancing out with warmer shades of brown to just really make the space pop. And I have to say, I'm ready to redo the living room space for spring to just add in some light and airy touches. Now, can you imagine what color I added in? It's been a color that I normally add in for the summertime, but this year we're adding in a beautiful color blue, and I am so happy to be doing it. But we're going to get started. I just turned on the lights and we're going to clear all of the decor out of the space, and then we're going to go into a little light cleaning.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top.
One thing that I'm definitely going to miss about the winter living room are these faux mink throws that we picked up over the winter season at Costco. But I'm sure they'll find their way back in here just when we want to snuggle up on the sofa. I'm sure either my son or my husband is going to go grab it, and it definitely will work its way, into the decor because it's that same chocolate brown that our sectional is. So I definitely will be enjoying that. At the beginning of each season, I like to take the opportunity to take whatever curtains that we have, whether we're going to be keeping them or changing them out for a different pair. I like to just wash the curtains so that the space can be nice and fresh and airy when we go to start decorating. So I'm just taking the time to remove all the curtains, and I'm just going to give them a nice quick wash, and then we're going to add them back later in the video. I added these curtains last spring when we just wanted to lighten up the space. I picked them up from Home Goods. They're 96-inch long and they're from Ralph Lauren. I just went and grabbed my sprayway. That's what I'm going to be cleaning the windows with, and then I have my Swifter. We're just going to power through cleaning the space. I do like to show this because it gives me inspiration when I see that someone is refreshing the space. They're cleaning and also decorating, and that's definitely something that I do each time that I work on my space. So I do like to always share it with you guys, and I know that you appreciate it, especially the cleaning of the sectional. So I always like to make sure that I show you guys how I'm able to clean the sectional, and in this case we're just doing some light dusting and cleaning down the windows as well. So every time I show my sectional, everyone is so surprised that it is a lazy boy sectional. It's a queen sleeper, and we've had it for 18 plus years, and I absolutely love it. In interior design, it's a very cyclical design cycle. So it comes in and out of season or out of style. But if you have your statement accent pieces that you spend a lot of money in, don't think that you have to get rid of them just because the trend is dictating another color. If it's something that you absolutely love, definitely keep it in your space. And then you can add in other little trendy things in smaller decor. But big ticket items, I like to be able to get something that's traditional and that's going to stand the length of time. So when we purchased this, it was in 2008, and now we're in 2025, and it's still going strong. It is still, very classic, and I absolutely love it. So we're just going to start adding back in our decor. And for spring, I definitely wanted to soften up the space. I got my seagrass tray that we purchased last year, and I definitely wanted to make sure that I accented it on the ottoman to just make it nice and warm and cozy. Now, my inspiration for my living room is more leaning into the Nancy Meyers design aesthetic. It is something that it's actually the style that I've always leaned into. I just didn't know what the design aesthetic was. I don't know if you guys have been around, for a while, but I've always said that my design style is more of an eclectic. And I think that the Nancy Meyers aesthetic, which is warm and cozy and making sure every piece that you add in is not only decor, but it's also functional, makes it so warm and cozy, especially in our traditional home. We live in a Central Hall 1936 colonial, and we try to bring in a bunch of different design styles. So usually when I start working in a space, I like to bring in the foundation pieces. So as you saw, I put in the tray on the ottoman. I added in the pillows that we're going to be accenting with, and now I'm going in with the balance of the textiles. So I went and I got this muslin throw that I'll be adding onto the chase, and then I'm going to be adding in a faux throw, just throwing it over the arm on the opposite side of the sectional so that this will warm up the space. During the winter season, we added back in these more glam style lights, and we accented them with Thomasville linen shades, and I just absolutely love the way that they look on the console table behind the sectional. And then for spring, we added in one of our beautiful clay vessels with some eucalyptus. I usually don't decorate in front of the fireplace, but I wanted to be able to utilize those sculpture pieces that we had on the console, so I thought this would be the perfect spot for them. Let me know, do you guys refresh your home for the spring? If you do, let me know what you do. Do you just do spring cleaning? Do you change out your textiles? Or do you do an all-on refresh of the space? Let me know down below. If you don't want to leave a lengthy comment and you're enjoying the video, leave me a home emoji as usual so that I know that you enjoyed the video. Either way, thank you so much for watching. So I do always like to link as much as possible in my Amazon storefront. So if you're ever interested in what type of decor I'm using, if I'm able to link it, it's always linked in my storefront. And the link for that is always in the description. I'm working on a couple of different books, so I just wanted to make sure that I added them down here so that whenever I'm sitting down and I have a spare moment, I can just grab them and we can just get warm and cozy here on the sofa. So just like that, all the curtains are ready, and I'm just going to start adding them back to the windows.
us higher. The night's young, and it's just begun. As she puts her hand in mine, we wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laugh so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
I hope that you enjoyed the decorating in my living room. Next up, we're going to be moving to my primary bedroom. We're going to be doing a spring refresh. I am so excited to just be able to warm up the space, make it nice, light, and bright and airy, and add in some special touches. Recently, I have been trying to hone in on my design style. As I've said in the past, I have a very eclectic design style that leans more on the traditional / modern style. And I always try to make sure that whatever I put in my home, that I love it, that it's functional, and that it works in the space. It doesn't necessarily have to fit into any specific design style, as long as I look at it and I think that it's beautiful and that it fits in the color scheme that I'm looking for. So for the spring season, I wanted to be light and bright, but warm and cozy. Now, I know those are two opposite things, but I definitely wanted to be able to encompass all of it. And the way that I'm going to make it warm and cozy is making the right choices with my textiles and making my room look very lived in, functional, and homey. And I think that the pieces that I am going to shop around my home, and then also a couple of pieces that I picked up that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, I'll be able to achieve that. So we're going to get into the haul. I just got back from Home Goods and I found some beautiful pieces and I wanted to share with you. So I hope that you guys are ready for this haul. Okay, so the first up is going to be this beautiful candle. And it's a Lillian August and it's called Vanilla Cloud. It's a scented candle and it's in a ceramic, like glazed vessel. And it looks like an artichoke. And I just think that it's absolutely beautiful. I saw this and I didn't even care what type of scent the candle was. I really was drawn to it. And I knew that it would be beautiful in my space. And it was a bonus that I actually liked the smell of the candle. So we're definitely going to be utilizing this in the room. And I picked it up at Home Goods. Everything that I'm going to be talking about is going to be from Home Goods. And this particular candle was $19.99. The next piece it's from Three Hands. And over the past couple of years, I've been seeing a lot of different decor in Home Goods and Home Sense from Three Hands. Usually they have amazing artwork, and it's usually in the checkout section. It's more of the smaller artwork. And today I was in the decor section and I found this, which is like a coral reef. And I just think that it's so pretty. So I knew that I wanted to have it. I think I'm going to put it either on the dresser in the back, or it might be on the radiator, like on top of a couple of books in front of the window. So I'm definitely going to see where I'm going to put this beautiful sculpture, but I definitely knew that I wanted to incorporate it into the space. Again, we're going for that lived in, warm and cozy space. So I definitely wanted to incorporate this into the space. And then before I go to the textiles, I wanted to share these two artworks that I picked up. Now, this was also in the small section where the checkout is, and they were these two artworks. They're both in a round black, actually no, these are oval frames, and they were both for $24.99, and they have a beautiful, I just don't even, I can't explain it. It's just so beautiful to me, and it's like very old world. I think that it's gonna really, really match the textiles that I picked for the space. I think that the background color, the sketch technique, everything is just absolutely stunning. So I'm really excited to be able to put this in the space. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to put one of these on top of the bed. And I know that it might seem odd because this is a really small artwork, but I'm going for a smaller scale. And I think that this would be really pretty to just be able to put right there above the bed. And it'll look really, really nice because the headboard is very high. And I just think that just having a very small artwork there will be very intentional, and it'll look very sophisticated, and I can't wait to be able to put it. I think I'm leaning more towards putting this one above the bed. And then the other is this watercolor artwork. It's also in the black frame. This one is more towards the bronze color. It was pewter in the other frame, the little trim. And this is a watercolor floral, and I just think that it is so pretty. And I'm definitely going to be putting this one over the little chair. We're going to have high and low blue, some denims, and then also some lighter blue grays as well, which you'll see in the textiles. So I picked up this beautiful gauzy throw, and I think that it's just absolutely beautiful. It's a 50-inch by 70-inch, and this was for $24.99. And I just think that it is so pretty. And I don't know, I just fell in love with it. I love that it looks like tulle, and it's just beautiful. I love that it's this solid color with the fringe, the raw edge that's frayed. And I just think that it's absolutely stunning. And when I saw this pillow, and by the way, it was on sale for $19.99, and it has the beautiful down insert. And I love the fact that it has all different colors of blue, and it has that like steely blue, it has a deeper blue, and then different natural tones. And then it also has a pick stitch running throughout, so it gives it extra texture. And the fabric itself is more of a muslin, so I think that it really goes very nicely with the throw that I picked up. And I just think that it's going to be really pretty on the bed. So I'm pretty happy that I was able to find this. It is so, 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 so precious. And the back is this gray color. and I just think that it's so pretty. So what I'm going to do is I am going to stash these in the hallway. Then we're going to clear out the space so that we can just get a sense of how we're going to be starting. I already know that I'm going to be using these items, but I'm going to try to work in a bunch of other decor that I already have to just be able to warm up the space. So this is the fun part of emptying out the space and then searching around my home for little treasures that I can add in and just really make them shine in a new way and make me feel like I got all new decor, but I only sprinkled in a couple of new items. So we're going to clear the space out and then we're going to get hunting around the house. If you're enjoying today's video and you're on a device that you're able to leave a comment, if you don't want to leave a lengthy comment, just leave me a flower emoji in the comment section. If you want to chat, leave me where you're watching from and if you plan on doing a refresh in your home. And if so, which room are you going to start with? I have to say, I'm definitely going to miss this teddy bear comforter that we had on for the winter season. It is so warm and cozy, and I will just be bringing it to the laundry room and then doing a quick refresh on it. It's a really big comforter, so I'm glad that my machine is a high capacity so that I'm able to wash it at home. So we're just going to wash the blanket, the shams, and then also the throw as well. On this day, it was about in the high 60s, but it was wet outside and it was overcast. So it was really nice to just have the blinds all the way up while I was cleaning. I absolutely I'm just sitting here and I'm editing, and I love how bright and airy the room feels. Whenever I'm doing a refresh, I always have to empty out the space. I don't know if you're like me or not, but I have to clean the room and then I also have to empty everything out, all of the decor and everything, so I can just think of what I want to add back, what I want to keep, what I want to change, and it also just sets the mood. Even if you're adding back in the same decor, if your eye has rested and then you go back and you add in your decor, everything seems new and fresh and you just fall in love with your space again. So I really do suggest, as you're changing the seasons or doing a deep clean, just make sure that you take everything out of your space and then add it back in, and you'll be surprised at how happy you will be at the end to just smile and you see all of your decor back and you feel like you have a new space. I decided that I was going to add both artworks here over the chair as opposed to one here and one over the bed. So as I'm putting it, I'm just making sure I step back and I make sure that I like what I'm seeing. I really do suggest that, whenever you're doing something, because we can be so close up on it, you really can't see, the overall how it's looking in the space. So I suggest to always step back, take the time to be able to actually see the full space before you make a commitment on keeping an item, in that particular spot. Now, initially I had thought that I was going to bring back in the blue chair, but as I added the artwork, I decided that I was going to keep my comfortable chair that I really have been enjoying editing in. And as you can see, I put both of the oval artworks over the chair, so I had to find artwork to be able to put over the bed. So I grabbed one of the artworks that we used to have in here last year, and that abstract blue artwork is absolutely beautiful, so I added it above the bed. Now I also went down to the basement. This is the same comforter that we had added last spring. Last spring we had did this gray steely color, and we had also did like a pink peachy color. And this year we're going to be doing like gray, steely blues, navies. We're really just playing off of the whole blue and gray scheme, as well as a little sprinkling of brown and cream. And we're just making the space look absolutely luxe. And I'm just so happy that I'm able to reuse all of my textiles. So we also had this denim color quilt that we had used last summer. So I'm going to be using that as the under quilt. And I'm just spreading it out, and then I'm going to add back on the comforter, and then we're going to add in all of the rest of the textile. And I'm happy with how the bed turned out. It's very layered and cohesive, and I really like the style. The bed is definitely turning out exactly how I pictured it in my head. I am so happy that each time I'm able to refresh my space, I feel that I'm getting better and better at doing design. And I feel like I just find the best pieces, and I've just been so happy with all the textiles that I've been able to layer in my spaces, as well as like artwork. And then to just be able to have a cohesive color scheme, it means the world to me. And I really feel that my room is so warm and cozy. So I'm going to leave a couple of my past bedroom makeovers in the description. And if you haven't already watched those, I definitely would suggest you watch them, and you can just see how my style has evolved over time. I usually add my rectangle wooden tray, but this time I wanted to add in this circle wicker tray. And I just have my journal, extra pair of glasses, and a couple of books that I'm reading. And I just wanted to make sure that I had everything that I usually need in the evening time readily and accessible on the bed. As I said, I'm trying to have a more functional design and not having everything tucked away, but really having everything readily and available for me when I need it. I'm trying to figure out which throw I wanted to put on this chair. I decided on using the cream color faux fur throw, and I'm just reusing the same pillow that I used during the winter time, but I turned it to the reverse side, which has just that velvety blue color, and I think that it's really pretty. So the navy colored throw, I'm just adding here on the ottoman over by the mirror. And that's just giving another little pop of navy color in that section of the room. Now, I remember this time, usually in the past, I will vacuum and then start decorating and working with florals and everything. And I usually mess up the floor again. So I made a conscious effort to put all of my larger elements in the space and then do my vacuuming, which I'm doing now, and then we can just do the little fine touches, and then I can show you guys the reveal. If you're interested in most of the items, I'm going to have either the exact or similar items linked in my Amazon storefront so that you can check them out. These two seagrass boxes are my favorite. I did get that on Amazon, and I know a bunch of you have purchased it as well, so that'll definitely be linked. As you can see, I am a John Grisham lover, so I have one of those books that I recently read there on the windowsill, and then I topped it with that beautiful candle that I showed you guys earlier. I'm just lighting the candles and then we're going to go into the reveal.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand.
I hope that you enjoyed my bedroom. Now we're going to head into the kitchen.
Oh, baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain.
So as usual, I always like to clear out the room that I'm going to be decorating in. And in this case, we're going to clear everything off the countertops.
You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.
While we have everything cleared off the countertops, I'm going to take the opportunity to re-caulk all of the seams here on the countertop. So as you can see, the caulk is cracked in some cases and missing in others. So we're going to scrape down all of the old caulk and we're going to be re-caulking the complete countertop. We're also going to be caulking around the windows because when the trim was put in, there's a little settlement, so the caulk is cracked there as well. So what I'm going to do is, now that the counters are all cleared off, I'm just going to wipe down the counters. I know they're going to get dirty again, but I always like to start with clean counters. So we're going to clean it off, and then we're going to scrape all of the caulk off.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be.
So this is the tool that I'm going to be using. It's a grout. I think technically it's called a grout scraper. I've had this for a number of years. Whenever I need to take up any type of grout, I use this in my makeover where I replaced a couple of tiles about 2 years ago in the whole bathroom. I use this. Basically, this has a diamond blade on it, so it's really hard and sturdy. And you use that to just score whatever material that you're going to be working with. In this case, I'm just scoring the caulk off. I'm really roughing it up, and then I'm going to go in with a box cutter to just get up any additional residue that might be left behind. If you're enjoying today's video and you also have some spring projects that you are motivated to tackle, please leave me 3 pink hearts in the comment section. That lets me know that you enjoyed the video, and I'll continue to bring you videos just like this one. So I look forward to seeing all of those pink hearts in the comment section. I also have to do the same thing in my hall bathroom shower. So I'm definitely going to be tackling that. I think this evening. I won't be sharing it, but I'm definitely going to be tackling it. The product that I'm going to be using up there is going to be more of a silicone base than what I'm using down here in the kitchen. Whenever I caulk, I always just use the little squeeze tubes. They are, I think, a lot more user-friendly than the guns because I'm just able to use it, a little bit of it, and then I can just reattach the top on it, and there's not too much waste. So that's always the route that I do. And you're able to buy a smaller portion of it, especially because the caulk goes a long way. So I always like to be conservative in the material that I buy. Now I also went to the basement and I just got my smoothing caulk little tool. I've had it for a number of years. It's just a 45 degree handle, and then it has like a little rubber, and you're able to just go and just smooth it out as opposed to using your finger. So I do a combination. I use the tool, but usually I come back and I just wet my finger and I just do the final wipe. But to use the tool first to be able to get all of that extra material is definitely beneficial. So this is how it turned out. I'm really happy that I was able to tackle it. It's definitely something that I've been putting off for a long time. So we're just going to do a quick cleaning of the countertops so that we can then start decorating. I picked these pretty hand towels up at Kohl's. They're Sonoma. They were listed for $8.99. They were on sale for $6.99. And I actually got them for free because I had $20 of Kohl's cash. So I got this, and then I also got a doormat, and I wound up only paying $4 out of pocket. I shared a couple of videos back in the haul, this marble tray. So we're just adding it here to the sink. I'm just going to put in my hand soap and then also a little candle a little later in the video. So I always like to start just adding in my staple pieces that are always on the countertop. So that would be my marble cutting board and also the wooden cutting boards and bowls that really warm up the space. I shared several styling ideas a couple of weeks ago. So today I'm just doing a different version of it. So I have two round cutting boards that I'm just balancing in on the corner, but on the left hand side as opposed to the right hand side. I really want to make sure that everyone is able to utilize that outlet and try not to block it. So I have a little picture, which is a thrift find from many years ago. I have some utensils. I have terracotta plates, a hand towel, and then a faux floral that is just really green, very subtle, and it just makes a little beautiful vignette in the corner. We use these spoons every single day. We use them, just to eat with. We use for prep. So they really get a lot of use. So I like to make sure that I keep the wood conditioned on them. So I grab them out of the utensil holder, and I'm just using some of the Bay's conditioner. And I have that linked inside of my Amazon storefront. I know when I showed it the last time, a couple of you purchased it. So thanks so much for your support in shopping through the links that I put in the description. If you're interested, I have most things linked inside of my Amazon storefront. So definitely feel free to click on the links, and you can shop my home and you can shop the suggestions that I have in my storefront. So I just added back the little cloche with a couple of corn muffins in it. And then I'm just going to set back up the little tea and coffee station. Very light and airy for the spring season. I'm just using glass items and that one little bud vase with the peonies. And I just think that it's really pretty, very simplified, but definitely have everything that we need at our finger touch. Now I let the conditioner stay on the spoons for 2 to 3 minutes. So then I wipe them off, and then I just put them back inside of the utensil holder. And then I added in just 2 little cute bunnies to just give us a little cheer for the spring season. I added in a clay pot, which is holding the balance of our utensils. And then I have this beautiful candle, which I also shared in a recent haul. We're going to be lighting it up, and then we're going to go into the final reveal shot. I hope that you enjoyed the kitchen. Now we're going to go into the dining room. I hope that you've been enjoying all of the other rooms that we've been able to decorate. Before we get started with the dining room, I just wanted to showcase this planter that I recently was able to create. And we're going to get started here in the dining room. We're just going to start taking out all of the items so that we can get started with doing a little light cleaning and then decorating. So I wanted to add in a pop of blue into this space as well. Our head tables already have like a Nantucket blue, so I wanted to add in this abstract artwork. It was a 2-set, so we have one inside of our primary bedroom, so I wanted to add the second one here. And I just added back our seagrass boxes. They come in very handy. We have some flatware in the top one, and then we have all of our rechargeable like batteries for our power equipment. It really comes in handy to be able to have them up here as opposed to in the garage. And then we're adding in this whitewashed wooden bowl with some faux artichokes. I finally wanted to address my dining room console. It's really just been a catch-all spot, so I wanted to clear out all of the items and then just add in the pieces that I wanted to keep as storage here and to just simplify the overall items that we have here and find homes for the things that I was just stuffing in here that didn't necessarily need to be in the dining room. Let me know down below if you have a spot that is a catch-all like this. It has always been this cabinet, and today I definitely want to make sure that I'm not just shoving things into, this particular spot, especially because it has glass doors, and I want to make sure everything that I put inside of it actually is special and is appealing to the eye and finally, in the proper home. One of the things that I wanted to do was one of my cake stands. I wanted to be able to put it in this left hand section. So I had to remove the shelf that is there. And so I can utilize it, not have it separated, and just have it, on display. We added in 2 bowls that we've had for a while. I think I picked them up years ago, either at Target or at Pier 1 Imports. And they're just a black and white, like abstract pattern that I use every so often. But I really think that they're very striking. I love that black and white theme. So it's going to look really nice in that spot. Now that we have the console straightened out, I wanted to move my attention over to the dining room table. So we're just going to take off all of the items here, and then we're going to spray it down, and then we're going to start decorating. I've just been loving more of a traditional design style where I can just add in layers and just make the room look warm and cozy. So I'm adding in this linen tablecloth, and then we're going to be adding in these. They're similar to like the cabbageware plates, but instead of cabbage on it, they're actually a embossed tulip, and the green color is absolutely beautiful. To go with the larger plates, we have these salad plates, which is a green and cream. They have like a scalloped edge, and they're very pretty. Both plates I picked up at Home Goods about 3 weeks or so ago. I'm just adding in these smoky glasses, and then we're going to add in some black flatware, and we're going to add in this ticking stripe, blue and white napkins, and then we're just going to add in a very simple centerpiece, and then I'm going to show you how the room turned out. Can you believe that those peonies are faux? I think they're absolutely beautiful. I picked them up during the winter season from Home Goods. I'm just lighting the candles and then we're going to go into the final reveal of the dining room. So I hope that you enjoyed the decorating of all of the rooms in my home that I was able to share today. I hope that this video finds you inspiration, not only for spring, but for your home in general, of how you're able to add a layered, a comfortable but complete design style to your home. So I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and share with someone that might like watching. And until the next time, have a blessed day.